So hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing some Delta Quadrant stuff, so this will be really fun for me. I love Delta Quadrant. So this is Star Trek Online. Now, hopefully today we can find some nice interesting stuff in the Delta Quadrant. She is blown up. That's why they mentioned that it had a lot of good men and women on it. Ooh, in ruins. $350 people.
This is 7 of 9, part of the Federation research team assigned to the USS Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
7 of 9. Awesome.
You're encouraging disorder.
I am aware of your service record. Thank you for responding to our request for assistance. I was able to deactivate the outpost's defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will be of more assistance to you there. Long-range sensors are picking up inbound energy signatures. Voth ships.
Someday, every Voth will see this as home. Someday.
They must lay claim to this system.
Ooh, Voth.
Attention, trespassing and no therms. You are trespassing in Fourth Aligned space. Surrender now, and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
So the Voth were in Voyager. They were actually a really awesome race. Now, they are actually from Earth. They are dinosaurs that actually flew out to the stars and survived the big apocalypse, and they've become a spacefaring race. But they don't want to admit that they're from the same homeworld as us. And that whole episode was all about basically them saying, no, we do not belong to Earth. Launch fighters! Dreadnought's a bit too much for these frigates to handle. One fighter. Bastion cruiser, hey? Goodbye, cruiser.
You have violated a Voth facility.
Whoa.
And will be.
That's a hell of a fleet. Uh-huh. No, I definitely couldn't have beat that.
Where are they going? It's not like the Voth to leave a battle they would have clearly won.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Teray homeworld. We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
The Teray are a spacefaring culture.
Who are you?
I'm Captain Catherine Janeway of the starship Voyager. And you are?
This underspace belongs to us.
Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the underspace.
Oh.
Corridors through subspace that significantly shorten travel times here in the Delta Quadrant. Command has been attempting to contact them, without success. Access to the underspace would be a distinct advantage for our...
Where did that debris come from?
Unknown, but the corridor is filled with it. Metal fragments?
Some of the debris is over 800 years old, Captain.
That was a really good episode. One of my very favorite episodes was that one, where they woke up a race that was like an ancient one that had been beaten down by the Teray and many other races. Their BC's word means like foolish in Talaxian and that.
But Vodwar is a word in the old tongue. It means foolish.
And they woke him up out of stasis. They were going to take Voyager, so yeah, it all went crazy. But that was probably one of my absolute favorite episodes.
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Teray are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
Definitely one of my favorite all-time episodes of Voyager was that one.
We have arrived in the Teray system. The Voth ships are in combat, but they are not engaging Teray vessels. Their opposition does not conform to any known ship in the universe.
The Voth don't like them. Who are these guys?
Whoever these assailants are, their technology is exceptional. Even the Borg do not have ships such as these.
So they're slaughtering Voth ships and we jump on in. Does not sound like a good idea. Thanks for hurting it. I wonder if these were the guys, like the Valani, I want to say, but these were the guys that got woken up on the surface.
We'll start again. 5 years.
That's a pretty explosion. I like the blue explosion.
The Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Your defense of the Teray thieves will be your undoing.
Uh-oh.
The Teray and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Teray's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
Then you will be loyal to the death.
They are not happy with each other.
The surface of the Teray homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Teray do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them, but the control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault. There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there, we will be able to restore the control network.
Now, these were the guys that we woke up. Like, if Voyager woke up. Then 7 of 9 is directly responsible for this. Because she just woke them out of stasis without asking anybody. Hey!
The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant structural damage. They were, however, able to take down the control network controlling the orbital defense grid. That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet. Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere. Your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through. Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
Right. Help me!
There was a firefight there. One of the Teray is injured, but his condition is stable. He may be able to give us more information about the invaders.
Help me!
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from Starfleet, right? The ships emerged from the underspace, and they were too close for our defense grid to stop the launch of drop pods. In minutes, they had knocked out the grid controls, and we were defenseless. We barely had time to transmit a distress.
We already know what the underspace is.
The attackers were
Vadwa, that's the guys!
Voyager did indeed interact with one of our corridors, but instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyagers.
Vadwa?
Impossible. It cannot be the Vadwar. I would know. My analysis remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid. There are 4 nodes located on the edge of this complex. We must restart these nodes and...
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization
Only like 50 vessels got away from the Vaudois though, and they haven't really had time to build up like an army or anything. So, I don't know. I doubt these guys are Vaudois. Oh, it says Vaudois Scout. The game lies. Okay. The name was so annoying me until I remembered it. Vaudois. Hooray.
We had to ally ourselves with the Teray to escape the Vaudois.
Yay! Did it! Can't believe their own shrapnel was causing this. So where did the Vaudois get the ships from and everything? They must have found a colony. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Because they were saying that they had a whole...
Starfleet, I need assistance at the central tower.
To the guy we helped now is asking for help. Teray! I can't believe we're helping Teray though. I like them less than I like the Vaudois. Apparently he's not on his feet.
Your team did an excellent job getting the defense nodes back online and realigned to the central hub here. The restart process will take some time, but the defense grid will be active in about 2 minutes. We'd be in good shape if the Vaudois hadn't launched more assault pods. These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly.
Where are they getting all their people from though? There was like literally 50 of them.
The Teray, when Admiral Tuvok asked me to leave my post at the Voyager Institute to assist the Callisto, I thought the probability of seeing the Vaudois was statistically insignificant.
I'm being flanked. You Vaudois suck.
Vaudois reinforcements approaching.
What about turrets? Really seems like something Starfleet should carry on them. It's like self-replicating turrets and just go boo. Yay! We fought our way through it.
We can't keep this up forever!
What is that?
Oh, yeah, okay. Voth mech suits. Whoa. A bit late, guys. But we'll respawn. Snake charmer. Look at that. Whoa. Why don't we have those? They're very dinosaur looking as well. Starfleet could definitely use those things. Incoming message. Off-strike commander. Receiving a message from the Anderson, the Vaudois are retreating to underspace. Even their defense grid online, the Teray couldn't have defeated them. Why just leave before the fight is finished?
It is not odd. Voth reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vaudois do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force. we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the terrain. Bellas, we have restored your defense grid.
I'm not interested in petty
You mean we just saw the
about
defense
who
grid?
did what. The grid is restored and we are safe. That's...
Oh, Tuvok.
Seven of 9. Admiral. We detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault. Your ship invaded the Voth outpost. You woke the Vaadwaur.
Vaadwaur. Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat. We believed their numbers were few and their technology outdated.
Then you were wrong. The Vaadwaur have returned, and no one is safe.
I see. 7. Voyager could use your expertise again. Will you return to the ship?
That would be acceptable.
Very well. We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
Voyager 2 to
Awesome. I love this stuff. This stuff is like the best. Team up. Goodbye, Voth Commander. You are massive. I don't remember the Voth being that big. Like, or maybe the researcher guy was just a bit smaller.
Thank you for assisting 7 and lending aid to the Terrae. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vaadwaur, have made such a leap in technology and are now threatening the entire Quadrant is troubling.
Vaadwaur. Archaic adjective. Primary meaning, foolish. Additional meanings, weak-minded, reckless, blind.
Thank you. Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vaadwaur. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Until next time. Lead system. Awesome. Loved it.
I've read Admiral Janeway's mission logs from Voyager. It would be troublesome enough to have the Vaadwaur return in force. They're an aggressive and difficult species. But if they have technology and forces that can defeat the Voth, this does not bode well.
Vaadwaur torpedo cluster. Well, I can choose one of the following, and all I can choose is the torpedo.
Hello. Would you have time to look
All that
into this?
glitters.
Are you familiar with Voyager's emergency medical
Doctor!
hologram?
My scans identified a genetic pathogen in your bloodstream.
He's quite unique, even for an old EMH Mark I. Now he holds rank in Starfleet in his own right. We've received a message that the doctor requires assistance to deal with the medical situation on Okapa freighter in the Shenda system. He's currently en route in one of Voyager's shuttles. Normally I'd send a medical vessel, but we've seen a spike in Vaadwaur attacks, and I want to make sure he has all the resources he'll need. Could you go to the Shenda system and assist the doctor?
Nice. Yes, we can go see the doctor.
Would you have time?
This could be a great way to continue this mission, I think. So in Voyager, their doctor was killed, and they had no medical staff except for Tom Paris, who was a pilot, so it wasn't really working out. They did have an emergency medical hologram that would come on EMH, and he couldn't pick a name for himself, so he was just called the Doctor. And everyone loves this guy, so this should be a lot of fun.
Pleased to meet you. I scanned your service record before your arrival. You've been in quite a few battles, haven't you? Ever stop to think about the strain you're putting on your medical crew before you charge into combat? Of course you don't. No captain ever does.
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
We've been hailing this Ocampan freighter for some time, but we're not getting a response, and our sensors cannot penetrate their shields. Their initial distress signals indicated that they were suffering from paranesting measles I can treat easily if I can get onto the ship. Now that your ship is here, it should be trivial to board the vessel and assess the situation. Transport me aboard your vessel, and then my shuttle can return to Voyager.
Okay.
Excellent.
Your ship has more powerful sensors than my shuttle.
Whoa.
Red alert. Raise shield.
The hell was that? Vaadwaur assault vessel. Ah. Launch fighters, let's steal these guys. They're barely touching our shields at the moment. We'll launch some Delta flyers and we'll deal with them. Now their assault vessels with what, particle cannons on them, I think?
I am Gaul, leader of the Vaadwaur supremacy.
What's Mr. Gall's location?
He's in the central chamber.
Hail him.
Captain, we've reactivated 73 assault vessels.
Vaadwaur supremacy.
I apologize for the overzealousness of my soldiers. This action was not authorized. I'm pleased to finally meet you. It appears your presence here in the Delta Quadrant has inadvertently caused some conflict between us. I would rather avoid any more unpleasantness. Would you be willing? That is understandable. You have a location in mind? There are not many areas of the Delta Quadrant where my people are not revived.
Ah, Neelix. Oh, wow. Okay, so...
Oh, what a wonderful surprise! Is there anything I can do for you?
Okay, Neelix.
Diplomatic negotiations. I am Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. I would be more than happy to offer my services as mediator. As for the location, Dexa and most of our people are on Talax now, but we still have the asteroid base in the Intala system. It's mostly empty now, just a few cleanup crews. And the case on it, leaving it alone. It would be perfect.
Okay.
Well, did you find a suitable location for our
The Talaxians have been using.
Talaxians? Are there still Talaxian communities? How odd. The site is agreeable. Send my ship the coordinates and I will meet you there.
I'm contacting the closest negotiator. They can investigate this further while we meet with Gaul.
Alright. What rank are you now, by the way, Doctor? The Doctor has many very memorable episodes on Voyager. Alright. They beat us here.
Imagine using a medical emergency as a trap. The Vaadwaur had no shame. I don't trust Gaul. He betrayed us on Vaadwaur Prime. He'll do it again.
Your ancestors were wise. Only fools would let this happen to them.
It's good to see you again so soon. If I might make a suggestion, I would recommend only bringing 2 crew members with your away team. Gaul brought 4 aides. You'll have the Doctor and myself, and bringing more of your crew down might help your turn again advantage jamming. Gaul seems very touchy. Proper protocol will be important. Are you ready to beam down?
Sure. Yeah, we'll take our tactical helms officer who's been with us since the start, and our Borg who's been with us since the start. So definitely, we'll take our crew.
It's so good to see. Doctor, it's been 30 years. You haven't aged a day.
Yes, it's good to see you too.
30 years since Voyager.
We have a bit of time before we'll begin. We're giving the Vaadwaur a fine Talaxian feast to help ease the tension. Doctor, you must tell me all you've been up to.
Oh, Neelix, I couldn't. Not with the Vaadwaur here. But I suppose it is important that you hear about my many
started creeping
achievements
forward.
since our last meeting. And my brilliant research was able to prove
Of course the Doctor did it.
Thus, I began my grand adventure into the challenge of writing Klingon
Oh my
opera.
god.
Brax and I agreed to never mention the incident again. Well, at least not to Dexon.
Ooh.
Neelix, the Vardwar have finished the appetizers and are waiting for you.
Oh, well,
Of course they
we
talk
had
forever.
better get going. We can talk more later.
I'm having the best time in this chapter. It's actually like trying to watch the rest of Voyager. Like there's a part 2 that we never got to see until now. It's just so good. Oh my god.
Do you remember Chef Jolax from the last time you were here? He's the one that has been serving the Vaudouar their fabulous appetizers. Full bellies make for good conversation, I always say. He told me that Gaul is a little grumpy, but I'm sure you can handle him. Gaul is in the command room now, waiting for us. Jolax should be back soon to take everyone's orders for the main course.
Well, this place is empty compared to when I was here last time. Yeah, assume we were using a turbo lift. Wow, they are not dining at all.
Ah, at last. I must say your Talaxian friends are quite hospitable. But down to business. Our meeting is long overdue.
Indeed, it's time to settle our differences.
As do I. My people are damaged, in crisis. We are already at war with the Kabali, and with you, giving your alliance's support for them.
So I mentioned the Kabali earlier.
Kabali. If you ever met them, you'd remember. They look just like this.
Now, there was a bit of a because they were talking about, oh, people disagree with our procreation customs, blah, blah, blah. Like, they take corpses and that's how they procreate their race.
Injecting me.
Just to make you look like one of them?
That's how they procreate. They salvage the dead of other races.
I'll show you a Kabali, just from memory. We're introduced in an episode. Lindsay Ballard was one, and she came back to Voyager.
Do you know why we fight the Kabali? Their world was once a Vaudouar colony, one of our largest. And there is still a large cache of stasis tubes on the planet. Those are my brothers and sisters being held hostage. The Kabali are stealing them, taking their very identities and transforming them.
Oh, we just talked about that.
The Kabali would rather watch us die and use our corpses as fuel for their unnatural corruption. Is it wrong to fight against your own extinction? Don't we have a right to survive as well? There can be no peace. Not after what they've done. Are you suggesting we are weak? That we should just lay down and die for them? No, we will not.
Isn't right either. There must be a greater threat to the galaxy we face.
Do not try to pacify me. We will have our retribution. You have my offer. Abandon your alliance with the Kabali and support us, and we will be your strongest ally in the Quadrant.
It's a good offer.
Peace. You know nothing of what it means to be Vaudouar. You need to understand. The Vaudouar have endured too much to make peace. Do you expect us to forget the destruction of our cities? The massacres of our people?
The food's almost ready. What would you all like for your main course?
Timing.
You need to understand even the smallest fraction of our anger.
Oh.
He's dead. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Does that make you angry, Talaxian?
No, it makes me sad. For Jolax. And for you.
Then we are not done.
Whoa. That went radical really fast. Contact your ship. Admiral and TIE Voyager fleet is opening fire on the remaining Talaxian ships. Send a distress signal to every ship in range. We'll do what we can to protect the Talaxians, but we can't hold out against this. Explain the situation. I need a tactical strike team at my location. Yes. I need to scan the base. Are there any Talaxians alive? So no matter what, Starfleet will not let any more innocents die today.
Time only to save one group? I do not envy your choice. I would go with you, but I cannot leave Neelix alone. And time is of the essence. I'm afraid you'll have to go on without us.
No, I'm going. I can't sit by and let the Vaudouar kill my friends. I won't be a burden. I promise. I have to do this.
Aw, Neelix. I never really liked Neelix, but he has this horrible habit of crawling his way into your soul. Alright, Vaudouar, you guys started this. Get him, Terrence!
We've saved the hostages, but they may be safer here.
Talking.
What about the people in the storage room?
Defeat the Vaudouar in the storage room.
We should check to see if any of the Talaxians survived.
They did not.
Doctor, you have to save them. These are my friends.
They are beyond my... I'm sorry.
So his thing. Yeah, it's on his arm. His little device from the future that lets him walk
we can
around.
still save the others. We have to get to the shuttle in the cargo bay.
Easy peasy with these Terrence. Just slaughter them.
More on the way. If I weren't a hologram, I'd be worried.
Yeah, they can still shoot your shit. You know, like shoot your little device. They shoot that, you die, technically.
The Teray are here to assist. After this, our debt to you is repaid.
Hello, Teray.
That's timely. Here come the Vaudouar.
Where are my Terrence? They already despawned, didn't they?
I would have words with you before you continue.
Never liked the
Our
Teray.
help does not mean we are now allied. We are repaying a debt. Our ships are currently engaging the Vaudouar fleet. It is unsafe for this shuttle to launch until they are defeated. We will return to our ships. I suggest...
It's fine. We've got the fleet stuff handled, buddy.
This has destroyed any chance of an accord between us. How disappointing. I had thought you would be a valuable ally. Now you are just another victim.
Right, let's get him. Whoa, maybe I shouldn't have charged in. Oh well, there's the fun in just worrying about this. Evasive maneuvers. Assault cruiser, right? So many Vaudouar. How do they have so many Vaudouar? don't like you.
Voyager is here. We will not allow the body to escape.
Voyagers come. It's a Dicta cruiser.
In pursuit?
None. Looks like the Vaadwaur have their hands full.
You came to our aid when the Vaadwaur attacked our homeworld. Now we have come to assist you.
Discharges our obligation.
This discharges our obligation.
This will be allies someday.
How could they do something so horrible? We're no threat to them. We've done nothing but welcome them. And he killed my friends just to make a statement. I don't understand how anyone would be so callous.
I'm so sorry, Neelix.
I don't blame you. I agreed to let the Vaadwaur come here. I put my people in danger. This is my responsibility. I just never conceived that even Vaadwaur could be so treacherous. They double-crossed us on Voyager and tried to take the ship, but slaughtering innocent people. My time on Voyager changed me. I saw the best that people could be. I forgot, or wanted to forget, how evil they could be.
Face justice for what he's done.
With your permission, I'll lead the survivors back to New Terrans. Then we can return with a security force to collect the dead.
Yeah, well, Neelix.
I've been in contact with the USS Blackwell. They boarded the freighter in the Shenda system, but it was empty. It was all a ruse by the Vaadwaur to lure us into that system. Everything was part of this play Gaul wanted to perform, from the initial distress call to his intervention and offer to negotiate. Then, he used a massacre to set his stage. That's the kind of man he is, and unless he's stopped, the entire Quadrant may fall.
Let's hope this does not come to that, Doctor.
Gaul has shown his true nature. I expected he was not dealing in good faith. But nevertheless, we had to make an attempt to find a peaceful solution to our problems with the Vaadwaur. Now the war will continue. I grieve for all who have been lost, and for those who will fall before this conflict.
We had to try, Admiral.
Senseless, meaningless death. I'll never understand. I hope Neelix and his people will be able to find some peace, and that Gaul will answer for his crimes. And I hope our paths cross again, perhaps under better circumstances next time.
A senseless slaughter simply to make a point? And he wanted your sympathy. It's clear from your reports he had no intention of making peace, and that he would have twisted anything you said to meet his own agenda. He's a warmonger, and one that must be stopped. Peace with the Vaadwaur will not be attained through Gaul, but we'll keep looking for another way. Perhaps there's someone else out there who will be more reasonable.
Very specific, very rare reward. Okay.
Hello.
The Kabali
Are you
front.
familiar with the Kabali? Their homeworld is under attack by the Vaadwaur, and they've requested our aid. I informed the head of their military that you would render them support on the ground. Their city has been under siege for months and cannot take much more. Please do what you can on Kabali Prime to stop the Vaadwaur from destroying. Hello?
Well, that was thrilling. That was pretty much a Voyager episode, picking it up where it all left off 30 years later. A lot of fun. One of my favorite episodes ever was involved in this with the Vaadwaur. Oh, that's so cool. Couldn't even remember their name to start with, but now I remember it all. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode. I hope you all have a lovely day wherever you are. If you like this content, please consider like and subscribe. Until the next video, I'll see you guys.